Let's take a look at formatting cells. The important thing is, again, letting Excel do the work for you. So if we're gonna take this entire column, and that's column C, and we're going to format all these cells the same way, which means basically that if we put information inside of there, it's going to format it so it looks good. So we can kind of tell what it is. In order to do that, we can come right over here and it says Format Cells. Under Format Cells, what we have is the different categories. And you can see here we have the number, alignment, border, protection, etc. What we're really interested in here right now, at least for the time, is the category. So we can see general, and that is basically the default value for cell formatting. Put anything in there. However, there's other things that we can do. You can see number and the number of decimal places as well. So if we wanted to add different decimal places, we could put it in here. If we wanted to limit the amount of decimal places, we could put it in here as well. So we also have this, the thousand separator. Here we have a comma. You might have seen a period throughout the world, and you can add that as well. So we're going to go ahead and uncheck that so we can go down here and see what we're talking about. We have currency. Now, currency is obviously going to be, most of the time, 2 decimal places, and it's going to have different symbols on it too. So you can see here, we can scroll down, and depending upon what currency you're dealing with, we have all the different symbols that we have for it. We have the yen, we have the euro, we have the pound, we have pretty much things we never even heard of or might never deal with ever. So you can see this scroll list goes down and down and down. So you should be covered no matter what currency that you're going to have to cover in your spreadsheet. Let's go down to the next one, which is accounting. And notice in accounting, you pretty much have what you had before. You have the symbols, you have the decimal places, etc. Now, the date. The date is going to have different options in it depending upon, 1, where you live and what the standard is, and 2, what your, let's just say, creative preference is. So 14 of March might work for you if you need the date. Maybe this one, 14 of March -2. How about 14-Mar-12, which looks pretty much the same as we had before. And then you can see here with the date and time, etc. Now, we can change a location over here to wherever we are in the world and how they do it. Let's say South Africa does a little bit different than, let's say, United States. The time. Time is going to be, let me switch back here to the U.S. There it is right there. And time is going to be dependent upon how you want to set this up. Again, a percentage. You can see the different percentage. Fractions. You can actually have fraction values inside of a cell. We also have scientific. And scientific is the 10 times e to the whatever for very large numbers. And we have text. If we want to put text in there, special. And here we go with zip codes. Zip codes are a little bit tougher. If you are putting zip codes inside of your Excel spreadsheet, it's highly recommended that you use this because zip codes just don't work very well in Excel. They never quite look right. So make sure you use that if you are using it. And look at that, even social security number. Now, a zip code might not be prevalent to where you're living. So you just change where you're living over here, and they're obviously not going to have zip codes, or not obviously, but they don't have zip codes in the Philippines, so you can't see in. And then you have custom. And once you start getting into custom, you can see that there's a lot of different things under custom. So what we're going to do is we're going to click OK. Well, actually, let's give it something here. We're going to click OK, and then whatever information that we put in here, numeric. Notice what happens. It looks like a number, and it automatically filled in the 2 decimal places. So that is a look at the way we format cells in Excel 2013.